on a whole nother level on that. Can't wait to see that karma train coming through. Choo-choo. Mood of the day. Really? You gotta give us more credit than that. Some people, buckle up, buttercup. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Hello again. I know it's been a hot minute. I haven't been doing the live feeds for the last couple of years. I've had some health stuff come up, and I'm over it now, so hopefully we have smooth sailing. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Monadrose, and this is Mona's Take. It's a little bit different than anything you'll see, I think, on any of the other live feed recaps, because I try to give you word for word conversations. So it's almost like you're there in the house. Last night was very hard to follow when they turned the live feeds on for the first time. So I've got some, but we're going to use this as a startup video for the channel. If you can, please like, share it out. Watch as many times as you can. I like to hear your view too, but you're going to get my opinion of what I think of the house guests. And it doesn't always necessarily jive with everybody else's feelings, because we all have different likes and dislikes. So this is straight up my thought on the personalities. Gonna start. All right, we're gonna start off with my first takes of the house guest and how things are going, and I'll fill you in on a few things if you don't already know. My first one is Angela. Let's just get her out of the way. I couldn't stand her on her season, and I can't stand her on this one. Some of the stuff that this woman comes up with, she's talking about how so many people quit watching when she was evicted because she was evicted and she made the show, and yada yada yada. It just, being conceited is still there. I swear she is a master in her own mind. But anyway, so that's my thought on that. I don't necessarily like returning players unless it's an all-star cast, because I think it gives them an unfair advantage over the newbies. I like an all-new cast or an all-star cast, but I don't like them mixed. Devens. When I heard Devens was going to be on, Rick Devens from Survivor, I was elated. I love this man, and I know that probably going to get a lot of backlash, because a lot of people don't like him because he is chaos. But that's what I love about him. He's funny while maintaining just total chaos. And I'm looking forward to that. And CBS did tell him that he was not allowed to make up his own advantages. Which I thought that was kind of funny. If you followed him in Survivor 50, he was known for making fake idols and hiding them and playing them, and actually worked. But they told him that that would not be the case for Big Brother. I'm sorry, it's been a long time since I've used this ring light, and it's playing havoc on my eyes. What is going on? All right, well, I guess it's going to stay like it is. The next one is D. D is probably one of my all-time favorites for Survivor. I loved her on the challenge. Loved her on Survivor. I just think she's very strategic. She can generally stay low-key under the radar and manipulate behind the scenes. So it takes people a while to figure out that she's the one actually pulling the strings. But we have seen her and Devens both play Survivor. So these people know them. They've seen them play Survivor. I think that kind of gives them an unfair disadvantage, because people know their strategy from Survivor and they're going to be looking for it in Big Brother. But Devens, D, I welcome them. I think that they'll be a good addition if they can keep track, if stay on track. The next one, let's get to the newbies. The first newbie is Chuck. He is from Dallas, Texas, my hometown, so I got to root for my boy. I really like him. I think he's very charming. He's very polite. We'll see how he does strategically. But I think right now he's got himself, for the beginning, starting off in middle. But I would put him at one of my top favorites. Latrice. What can you say about Latrice? This woman is 54 years old, I believe, or 57. 57. She's 3 years younger than I am. But she does not look it at all. I love her personality. I think that she's going to be one to watch. I think she can go a long way. And that's just first impressions. Melody. Melody doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is about her. And actually, her little bestie next is Lyric. They're both like tight at the hip right now. I don't like either one of them. They don't do anything for me. They could leave tomorrow and I don't think we'd have any loss. Lyric reminds me a lot of Paloma. And that voice is like fingernails on a chalkboard to me. She needs to go back to kindergarten because that's how she talks. I really cannot believe she's a lawyer. And I don't know that I could ever sit in a courtroom and listen to her argue a case because it would be very difficult. I don't care for her at all. Like I said, she gives me Paloma vibes. We'll see. I could change my mind. I have been known to change my mind. The next one is Mallory. I like Mallory. She reminds me a lot of Kelly. But I just like her personality. She's very intelligent. She's very smart. She's upbeat. And I'm curious to see how far she can go in the game. Next up, we have Drew. He's hit or miss for me. Sometimes I like him and sometimes I want him to just shut up. Just stop talking. You ever have that person that has to always put their 2 cents in a conversation? If you've done it, they've done it. Or they know someone who's done it. That's what Drew reminds me of. And he's young. He's 22 years old, so I get it. And it may just be an age gap thing. I may just be a woman that doesn't really like that kind of stuff. I don't know. But, no, he gets on my nerves. And then I like him. So, we'll have to see. We'll have to see where he lands. Taylor. Couple of things that struck me about Taylor is when things are going her way, she's very nice, very upbeat, very bubbly. But when things aren't going her way, she cries and she pouts and she sulks. And I think that's going to be her downfall. I honestly do. She's got to learn to roll with the punches. But I want to see her go far. But I don't know. She's got to pull it together if she's going to go far. Ashley. I don't like her. I don't know what it is with some of the women that they cast for this season, but it's just like our airhead. Like Valley Girl. Just shut up. You can't have a coherent sentence without acting like you're 12. I don't like it. And Big Brother has started casting them younger and younger. Ashley is only 24. She's a bartender, so I guess that kind of personality would make it for bartending. But I'd hate to be stuck in a house with her for 90 days. No. Jason. I like Jason. I've seen Jason before. I didn't watch him on the drag queen, RuPaul's drag queen, but I have seen him in other things before. And I think I like him. I think he's smart enough to stay in the middle of the pack until the boat has to be rocked. But he does talk a lot. A lot. He talks to everybody. And sometimes that can get you in a bind. So hopefully he'll stop that. And how old is he? He's 35. He's a little bit older. Rome. Let's see. I don't want you. I want Rome. There we are. I can't get a read on Rome. Rome and Lyric are already in the showmance day 2 of live feed. So they've been in the house since Tuesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. They've been in the house 4 days. And they're already in the showmance. But, like, really? And he had to pick her, of all people. Because I like him, but I don't like her. And if I've got to put up with her, I don't want to see him. So that's kind of where I stand with him. Yash, again, I think he tries too hard to be funny. And he is funny sometimes, but I think he tries too hard all the time to be funny. Next one, Haley. Haley's hit or miss for me. I like the fact that she's close to Dee, but I don't know. There's something about her that just says sneaky snake to me for some reason. I don't know why. Barrett, taking or leaving, doesn't really do anything for me one way or the other. Camus, however you pronounce his name. I like him. He's actually a pleasant person just to be around in general from what I can see so far. I think I'll like him throughout the season unless he does something to like really piss me off. But I think that's all of the newbies. And then anywho, so let me get comfortable so I can get my notes. Alright, so as I told you, Rome and Lyric are already in a showmance and they're trying to hide it, but Rome gets in bed with Lyric, and when somebody else notices it and says something to him, he says something to the effect that she was sick and he was just trying to comfort her or make her see if she felt better or whatever. But everybody in the house already sees it, so they're trying to hide it for no reason. It's already out there. You might as well just own it. I was so hoping that Angela would go home the first week. It doesn't look like that's probably going to happen. Have-nots. The have-not room is a round wooden bed that spins all night. Like it starts spinning when they go to bed and it completely spins all night. And it's like each one of them have a spot. It's weird. The have-nots are Taylor, Haley, Devins, Drew, and Chuck. Those are your first set of have-nots for the week. Jason and Taylor are in the storage room talking about Dee and how they need to explain the game to Dee, that she doesn't really know how to play the game. So what they're going to do is they're going to make themselves helpful to her so that they can teach her how to play Big Brother. Now, she's been on the challenge. She's been on 2 seasons of Survivor. She knows how to play the reality TV game. It may have a different name and a little bit different challenges or whatever. But the woman is a comp beast. Whether she's in the challenge, Survivor, or Big Brother, she's going to be winning stuff all the time. speaking of, she won HOH. So she's the first HOH of the season. From what I could tell, it looks like Haley, Dee, and Camus were working together. They were talking in the HOH room. Strategies. So I think they've got some kind of alliance. I wasn't able to tell who all they had in their alliance. Right off the bat. Taylor's in the have-not room crying. Of course, I figured that. The nominations. Where am I? I got ahead of myself. I went all... Y'all are going to have to excuse me for the first few videos. Because I am all over the place in my notes. I've done skipped over a bunch of stuff. I'm having to go back. So, Mallory's getting a pep talk from Angela because she's crying. Taylor's in the have-not room crying. Taylor, Mallory, and Yash were nominated. So Taylor is in the have-not room crying. Mallory is in the hallway and she's crying. And Angela's giving her a pep talk about how not to give up. She got the veto, you know. Don't feel bad because she's crying. She cried her whole season. And yes, God, she did. So she's giving her a pep talk. While Taylor is in the have-not room crying, and Devins goes in and he starts talking to her. She says she's not crying because of the have-not situation and being on the block, that she's thinking about some of her students, and I don't think that's the case. I think she was crying because she's a have-not and she got nominated. All right, the veto players were Taylor, Mallory, Yash, and Dee, joined by Melody and Barrett. Mallory came back in wearing the veto. Yes, I was so happy. I don't want her to go home. I think she's cute. I like her. I like her over Melody. I like her over Ashley. I like her over freaking Lyric. Like, you can take any of those people. Just, like, be gone. But leave Mallory. I don't know what it is. I don't know if because she reminds me a lot of Kelly, or it's, I don't know, it's just her personality. She reminds me a lot of my sister, to be honest. And so I think that's why I have a soft spot. So I hope she will go far. She is going to take herself off the block. There's been talk. Dee has said Barrett's name. She's said Ashley's name. Any of those can go. I'd be happy with that. Not a problem. Alright, Dee, Devins, Angela, Barrett, and Drew are in an alliance. I hope this is a fake alliance. I really do. I hope it is. Because I don't want Angela there. I want her out. Now, the rest of them, Barrett, Drew, Devins, Dee, that's fine. They could take Angela out of that and put somebody else in, and I'd be happy. Because Angela can go as far as I'm concerned. It's been a minute since I've done this, so I'm having to upload all of my stuff again, getting all of my equipment ready, and stuff like that. So tonight is going to be a short video. I was confused a lot last night watching the live feeds because I didn't have my computer up. Now I have it up so I can watch several screens at one time and get a little bit better idea of what's going on. When I signed off a while ago, they were all getting ready to eat, so that'll be a little while before anything actually goes on, I'm sure. So I will edit this video and get it up and going. Remember to like and share. I will have a video up. I'm going to try to do daily. My thoughts is to watch the live feeds until about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning when they start going to bed. And then editing my video and putting it up before I go to bed. So that when y'all get up, whatever time that may be, my video will already be up and going. That is the game plan. That is not always what takes place. So we will see. Thank you for joining me. The ones that have been calling me and asking where my video is and everything, I am working on them. So I will see you guys tomorrow. As always, mwah.